Good morning. We have a reading to do for, let's see, we've got Wednesday, May 27th. The birth chart energy of the day is collectively healing. Monday was new beginnings. Tuesday was communication. Today is healing. Tomorrow is action. So for today, I've got the What's Blocking You deck and the Cosmic Energy deck. I've already shuffled them, so I'm going to pull 6 each. So let's see. Let's see. It says, who is most connected to my energy today? Staying stuck. You keep repeating old patterns. It's time to try something new. So it looks like what is most connected to your energy today is you're noticing that you are stuck and you're noticing that they are repeating patterns. So what does it mean to you to be stuck? For healing, like if you're resting too much, if your energy is low, if you're not keeping up on the routines and things that you've planned, you could feel like these are repeating patterns of slipping back into not being able to keep up. If you're stuck with like not being able to create new ideas or new art projects, basically, your well has ran dry, so you're needing to like re-tap some holes. So the being stuck. The cosmic energy says a rebirth can assist with that. Every end is a new beginning. So as I was saying, like, if you're well, you need to either dig a new well or, come up with a different idea. So healing, see yourself in a different light. Let go of the choices you made then because you're not making them now. So staying stuck and rebirth. So you're definitely wanting and seeing and needing a change. And you feel that that's going to create some type of healing in you. So let's see. What am I currently restoring or being called towards? This one came up twice. So it says addiction. You are either obsessed with something or struggling with addiction. Get help. So being on the internet too much, being on games too much, being on caffeine too much, being on drugs and alcohol too much, being on sex too much, focusing on things other than health. So, like too much caffeine, that's going to deplete your health. Too much of one thing is going to not be healthy for you. So, it's stating a cleansing is needed. Cleanse your mind and spirit, remove negative energy. So, were you fasting and did you stop? Do you need to start fasting again? Did you notice the blessing of having an empty vessel and seeing what that's like and realizing that you're okay empty? And you're okay for a long period of time empty. And that actually brings healing into your body. So actually just holding nothing is a healing. Maybe you're holding too much and need to let go. I like the connection between those two cards. They're from the same deck, but it's kind of like, the bird wants to be free and you're freeing it. That thing that you just want to let go of, you're going to let go of it finally. You're like, but I like my coffee in the morning. You're like, okay, fine. I guess I'll figure something else out. Because it's unhealthy for your wallet. It's unhealthy for your future. It's unhealthy for your insides. And maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe it's something that I don't know about. So maybe it has something to do with that. Let's see. The next one's going to be, why is this theme appearing in my life now? Mixed signals. You don't let others know you are interested. Flirt and be approachable. Ooh. You don't let others know you're interested. Flirt and be approachable. So this is saying if you're shy, stop being so shy. If you don't really like to make eye contact, maybe try it and ask yourself, why were you avoiding it? Because it it welcomes conversation, it welcomes people in. And you're afraid of what? An awkward conversation. Um, Let me give you something. So there were 3 young men, boys, they were still boys probably, and I had a shopping cart and I was done with it, and I seen the 3 boys going in, and I was like, maybe they'll want the cart and I don't have to put it back, right? So I was like, hey, you guys want this cart? And they're like, oh, thank you, no thank you, like they were more flattered that I offered them the cart, and I'm like, I was hoping it, thinking to myself, I was hoping you would take the cart, like, so I don't have to walk it. So yeah, like, just sending the communication of why you're approaching somebody can always be a mixed signal, and that can cause embarrassment on either them or you. Maybe you're avoiding that. Maybe your confidence isn't strong enough to overcome an interaction like that. So maybe you need to kind of cleanse your mind of it's okay to be tell yourself it's okay to be kind of vulnerable and embarrassed or whatnot. I don't know. And if you are looking to get out of being single, you should probably assert yourself. If you're looking to get out of anything, you should assert yourself. Be clear with yourself and others. If you're sending mixed signals and you yourself don't really know, and I was actually bringing this up, energetically, you can, like, energetically, without speaking or even technically being around a person, be calling them in and flirting with their energy, and they can technically feel that. So if you're like doing that, that's like an extreme amount of flirting in private that's not actually happening, and that actually pulls on people. So you could be secretly sending mixed signals and calling people in, and then when they're coming in, you're like, and then they're like, and then like maybe there's not a mature enough level to speak about it like openly in person. So maybe there's a little bit of that going on. I did hear a little bit of chatter of that on the internet. Okay. Oops, we need this one. It says, for this transformation is the soul evolution. Eventually you will transform out of that. When we were younger, we didn't used to like to eat in front of people. Most of us grew out of that. So in time, you will generally, naturally break out of your shell. Some people can use assistance and have it happen faster if needed, working on themselves. But have no fear, it generally does kind of happen. You get more braver and stronger, and all those things usually just do burn off of you after you get a little bit older. Okay. So the next one's going to be, yes, naturally we heal. Naturally we break free of the things. So naturally this will be a natural healing, but you can also notice these yourselves, that you need to transform to be a little bit more, less mixed signal, more what do I actually want? Because that will help you get out of being stuck, as well as, not be pulling on people's strings, which can lead them to other things. You don't really want to do that to people. Playing with emotions can be detrimental to some. How can I move through today with more intuition? It says, too hard. You believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't. Let love flow naturally in your life. Yeah. In the beginning of starting a relationship, or in the beginning of starting to like love yourself, it is more work. It is like, it's not hard labor. You're moving emotions. You're moving your own emotional thoughts within your body. It's like a different type of hard. It's like, Like when you grow a baby in your belly, you're kind of just sitting there, but you are growing it and you're getting the effects from it. And it makes everything just really hard. And also, if sometimes if you're looking for something, that takes energy. If you just kind of let it come into your vision, it's effortless. So this is just saying like you're trying too hard for something. You're controlling an outcome too much, which is sucking the fun out of it, which is making it feel too hard. So this is saying this is saying be a little bit more clear with yourself. But yes, also that doesn't mean work harder. It just means be a little clearer with yourself. That might make it easier on you. Because if you're like juggling all these, I don't know, that's a lot of indecisions. That's a lot of being stuck and spiraling. That's not a fun feeling. Communication. Effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connecting. It is. A lot of times we struggle with communication because we don't understand maybe what we're trying to explain or maybe what they're hearing, but just the understanding. The understanding and then the ability to connect. Like, hey, can you make sure you pick up your socks? They're like, yeah, okay. And you're like, yep, it's probably not going to happen again. There was no understanding and there was no connection. That's just a very, like, example. So, to not think and to, like, not think things are as hard as they are, to just, like, let things flow naturally. Yeah. So, like, when you're gardening, if you put fertilizer, your plants will grow more and come up. But if you do it naturally, it does the same thing. It's just you have to be a little bit more patient. So usually when we're working hard, it's because we're not using our patience and letting it take its full time to. So like if something is coming in 2 days versus 5 days, we're going to make sure it comes in 2 days and not 5. And that's working too hard. We could have just waited for it to come on the 5th day. You know what I'm saying? So kind of reschedule yourself and be like, it's okay if it comes on that 5th day. That's okay. I can do other things in between. It's fine. That's like compromising and understanding yourself. Communicate with yourself. Why is it so important it comes on the 2nd day? Why does it have to be this instant of a gratification? What do I need to make sure I'm okay without it? And that was also what I was saying is to walk without things, to be okay without things for a little while. Maybe you're single. Maybe you're just like trying to rush into a relationship and the universe is telling you don't do that. Like, I know someone mentioned getting into like to think you're healed outside of a relationship and you're ready to be in a relationship. Well, once you get into that relationship, you'll be now in action on the things that you were ready to. Anyways, so like it's like a whole nother like you're in the game of healing now. So some people are excited for that, but don't just hop into something and then like have it be like re-traumatizing you versus healing you. There's a difference. If you rush in, you might not see that. Maybe that's what it's mentioning is don't be so eager to hop into a relationship and think, oh, I'm gonna heal this person, I'm gonna heal me, and then it just like re-damage you and reset, and then you like you came in wanting to work too hard for things, and maybe it wasn't ready as it was, and you weren't happy, so you're just like working hard, and then you just like forgot, like, oh, this was supposed to be happy. Was it ever? No. And then your foundation is like, so why? And then yeah. So did you get all that? You know what I mean? Okay, so for the where is my emotional energy most needed? It says, not my type. Be open to different types of people because you may be surprised who you find. Yeah, on those dating apps, it's mainly like the picture of them and whatever they say in their bio. How are you supposed to decide off of that? Like for one, I have learned you cannot tell if you're going to love somebody based off of the way they look. For the most part. So Maybe you're trying to figure out, how do I step into dating somebody I normally wouldn't do? Because you're staying stuck with the same type, possibly. Maybe you're addicted to that type. And that's the mixed signals you keep getting. That's why you want to transform. So that way you can call in an energy you're trying to call in. You're like, why am I calling in this energy? Something's got to be cleansed, you know? You're really looking at yourself. And you're like, it shouldn't be this hard. You're right. So you're communicating. And you're like, I can't find my type. This isn't my type. Or, what is my type? It says miracles. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. You ever feel like the people that are invisible around you, helping you, like your angels, whatever you would call them, like maybe you have them. Do you ever hear them like matchmaking for you based off of like things you said just recently? And you're like, well, wait a minute. I didn't agree to that type. No, I didn't agree to that either. Do you guys? Don't give yourself mixed signals, because the higher consciouses are working amongst each other to figure out whose consciousnesses and whose energies and auras want to be together. So when you're putting out those signals and the universe is conspiring in your favor, miracles will happen. Okay? And I think that they know that you're interested, trying to find out, you know, like, can I date somebody who's not my type? Because I think that I don't like certain types. Anyways, so part of healing is opening up to what's around you and realizing that you have a very large, I would say basket, but there's many fish in the sea. And depending on how faithful your rod you're casting, you could bring back miracles. So it's just basically saying, keep transforming, keep cleansing, keep being open, keep communicating what you want. The universe is going to be bringing you a miracle. For healing, either you are the miracle, you're going to be a miracle, you're going to kind of work towards a miracle, or you're only going to accept a miracle. But for healing, it's saying not my type, being open, and then being open to miracles and being open to people that you may not have once thought. That happens when you change your mindset. You transform, you know. Okay, last two cards is going to be, when will today's lesson become clear? Need rescuing. You are waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. Yes. When it comes to energy pulling, being on like a dating website, and depending on what your bio is and what pictures you put up, will bring in different types. Depending on your bio, depending on the energy and the wordage you used in there, depending on the desperation that they can smell, depending on the independence, depending on, you know, do they want somebody codependent? Did you show codependency in your profile? Like, do they want somebody that is, you know, it's saying you must stop waiting and start looking. So again, putting yourself out there. It says flirt and be approachable. It says transformation is the soul's evolution. It's going to happen. Okay? Don't make things hard. Make it easy. If somebody comes up to you, good. If you go up to them, good. If they walk away, that's fine. Let them walk away. If they stay, let them stay. But communicate with yourself. Visually, you can tell if you're chasing them or if they're chasing you. And don't be chasing somebody who's running away from you. Just let them, don't be chasing them. Maybe you're not their type. Don't try to change yourself for their type. You just change into the type you are. You know what I mean? Relish in that for a little bit. So, and for one, I know that the needing rescuing, um, but also this is saying needing rescuing. You're waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. So it's saying love can save you. It's just saying it might not be able to find you where you are. And maybe you're not communicating the ways you want to be saved openly enough because it's vulnerable. So, universal wisdom. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. So, yeah, we're needing some guidance. So, we're needing healing and guidance. This is so to me, this seemed really like love and like calling in a loving relationship. That's what this is stating. And it's for healing. So you're calling in a loving and healing relationship, a relationship that will provide you with things that maybe you need and want and didn't have, and provide you with the things that you think you should have, and that should just be just the general foundation. So you've come into knowing these things, and you're learning how to communicate them, and you're waiting for this miracle to come in to save, to be your last puzzle piece. It's like, I found the last piece. Like, oh, we're saved. We finished it. You know, like putting in all that work and then you can't find the last piece. It's as if like the universe is searching for that last piece for you and you know it's coming. Or you're just going to accept the puzzle without the piece. Maybe you're going to make your own piece and put it in there. The next card is indecision. You are afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. Yeah. Yeah. Once you feel safe and healed, to jump out of that for a little bit, to add something new to your life, it can be scary. But trusting and knowing yourself that you're safe, the choices you make are safe, and your environment are safe, if they are, if you've cultivated that for yourself, they will stay that way. Know your boundaries. Don't give another person too much power before the time. Like, if someone comes to your house and you're like, hey, I'm ready for you to leave, they should leave. And if they don't, you should really quickly understand that your boundaries are being disrespected and that person probably shouldn't be welcomed back again, and problem solved. You know what I mean? So keep things really like black and white for a little bit, and just really like be guarded but not guarded. Like, just be aware, be present, be present of how you're feeling. Like, that was a great date, or yeah, that was lovely, but maybe I'm not ready, or you're not ready, or you don't even have to say it. But so yeah, so just maybe you need to know that like you're in control, and you should be around people that are listening to what you say the first time and respecting it. And if you're not, fix that. And when you welcome people in, make that be a strong goal, like, a strong rule. Like, you listened to me the first time, and you respect me, and you continue to make me feel safe. And then we have something to work with. Okay, it's time to say less. So come find me if you want a reading. Again, the collective energy for the day is healing. So it's going to be kind of geared around healing for me today. And that's the collective for everybody. But so that's kind of what it's looking like. So I'm going to keep that in my brain and see what type of healing can occur today. And I've got the white moonstone with me, connecting me to the higher consciousness. All right. Good morning. Have a wonderful, beautiful Wednesday.